Hey, True Believers, Englentine here. So I got this something in my Twitter feed, and I thought I'd talk about it because at first I was like, okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm very weary about people passing rumor as fact or really just kind of spreading it to the point where it does become fact. So I checked out this article. It's from Bounding into Comics, I believe. And here, let me share this thing out. And I think you guys are going to find it interesting because it's a rumor that Superman's going to be gay, or DC Comics will make Superman gay. And so I read it, and in all honesty, as you could tell by the title, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. See, a few years back, I did a little bit on this one. You can check it out on the Robin video. Don't Iceman my Robin that I have here. But I saw this symposium they did with DC Comics, and there you have Vita Ayala saying, if there's even a doubt, then you queer it up. And I told everybody, I actually think I made a quote on Bounding into Comics. It could have been Bleeding Full, that DC was going to steer into the wokeness even harder than Marvel was. And so I saw that. Comics will make Superman gay. Really? Come on. And they actually said it's a new rumor. Okay, so I go on. It says this new rumor comes from former DC Comics artist Ethan Van Sciver. Now, you know, there's no, for those of you who are in the know or have been around for a few years, you know, there's no love lost between me and Ethan. I wish him all the success over there. I'm out of the Comics Gate. I don't generally, my brain and my day doesn't rise, fall, start, and stop based on what he says or anything like that. So this is something I got to admit, when I read it, I was like, really, you're going off of a rumor by Ethan. And he says, in a recent YouTube video uploaded to his Comic Artist Pro Secrets channel, and it says Superman is gay, shocking DC Comics scoop. It's not a scoop. It's a thought, but it's not a scoop. But I mean, great titling, because people will go, oh my gosh, really? Is it real? Much like I'm hoping happens with this video. So it says the Cyber Frog creator then recapped the recent retcon of Tim Drake, which I did a whole video on. And he explained that just recently DC Comics announced, much to the ballyhoo of newspapers, that of course Tim Drake is gay. But he does mention, I guess I'm going to skip ahead, somewhere along the line, they became almost entirely about identity. I told you, it was 2000, I think it was at the very beginning of 2018 that they did this symposium. That's when they decided that they were going to steer into the whole identity politics. That video where I critique the symposium is on this channel. I'm trying to find it. I've done thousands upon thousands. I've actually done about 3,000 videos. I've purged the channel of about 1,200. Let's see. I just want to say that there's absolutely nothing wrong. Oh, well, he's going on. I hate the fact that anyone has to say this. Okay. Look, we're talking about characters, and I hate it. I hate the idiots out there who you give them a good explanation of why Tim Drake is not gay, or Iceman is not gay, and they go, well, you just hate gay, but we're not talking about real people. So keep that out of your head, you idiot, okay? And YouTube, I did not cuss there, so don't freaking say I did. So I hate the fact that Ethan does this. To me, it is, I got to tell you, it's weak. It's weak. Don't apologize. Don't apologize to the identitarians. If they're so damn stupid that they listen to every rational thought you have and then say that you're some sort of homophobe, that you actually hate gay people or anything, that's on them. Never apologize to the frickin' identitarians. And to me, that's just a form of caving. A little bit later in the video, Skyver states, I just found out, I got a little scoop about what DC's plans are. Nobody knows this yet. It hasn't really been announced except by me. The plan is that Superman's book is Clark Kent's going by. Well, I guess this is old, because this is, when was this made? Because this is not new news. August 19th. It's August 19th. Nah, dude, this is Sorry, Ethan. This isn't a scoop by you. Everybody and their brother knew this if they pay attention. Let's see. He talks about the history of Superman. DC Comics has had a lot of problems maintaining the trademark for Superman. This is true because he's old. And this is also, by the way, DC Comics, Marvel Comics, anybody with characters that old are on their knees in front of Walt Disney, or at least the Walt Disney Corporation, because in 1970s, Disney came down hard to protect Mickey Mouse every time. And I believe it's coming up soon as well, that the trademark and the copyright for Mickey Mouse comes up. Disney's lawyers pounce, and it extends the copyright. And that's why you don't have a lot of public domain characters that were made after a certain time. See, anybody can use Sherlock Holmes and Robin Hood and so forth because they fell into the public domain because of the laws. And the funny thing is we've gotten such great stories based on these characters because fans took over and said, well, I want to write my version of that character. Granted, you do get bizarre things as well, and I think that's the problem. Disney wants to keep it out of the hands of people who would make videos of Minnie and Mickey going at it, but that's out there anyway, guys. So he is right about this, and he is right about I love the fact that he says the creators got bupkis because they're Jewish. Jewish people get bupkis and not nothing. Neil Adams really helped Schuster and Siegel to get their bit, but they didn't get a good chunk. They got paid, but they did not get paid what was worth. So then Van Sciver then returns the information he heard. So anyway, Clark Kent is going bye-bye, and they're going to replace him with Jonathan Kent, and then they're going to announce that Jonathan Kent is gay, so Superman is effectively gay. I can see this happening. Once again, this is in rumor stage, but can it happen? Guys, you know more than anyone. If you've been following DC Comics, you've been following Marvel Comics, they do not care about any kind of character integrity. They don't. They care about identity politics. The message is the story now. It used to be you would have a great story and inside there was a message. The message is the story now. They were already talking about Connor Kent and Tim Drake being an item because of the Tim Drake stuff. DC Comics has, in fact, already replaced Clark Kent as Superman. The torch is passed in Superman number 32. Let's see, at the end of the story, in a letter to John Kent, Superman tells his son, but the next time you wonder if you measure up or if you ever think of yourself as just the son of Superman, know that you're the Superman against whom all the other heroes will be measured someday. Maybe, but no, that's not going to happen. See, here's the problem. This is the big thing that that DC Comics and Marvel Comics don't get. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Miles Morales is a Spider-Man. They should have given him his own identity. They stole Miles Morales' identity by not giving him one. And that's why people go, oh, that's Spider-Man. That's Miles Morales. The same thing with Superman. Forever and ever, it's going to be Superman and John Kent. This is John Kent. This is Superboy. And it's fine to be Superboy. In July, they would launch a new series titled Superman Son of Kal-El by Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor, stick to the zombies. That's all you do well. Where Kent is indeed Superman who believes in truth, justice, and a better world. And well, everybody believes in a better world. And the way they do that is by following the American way. And that is individual freedom, individual liberty. So anyway, my take on this, because it even asks, what do you make of this scoop from Ethan Van Sciver? I don't know, what are some of the comments? I absolutely believe this could happen. I absolutely believe this will happen, tell you the truth. I hope I'm wrong. I hope, since they published it here first and I'm responding, I hope Ethan's wrong. I don't think so. Like I said when I saw the symposium, DC's going to fall hard, which is hard. That's horrible for me. I'm a huge DC Comics fan. I even did these weekly things, Marvel versus DC, talking about the sales. And every freaking week, some people would get pissed off because I root for DC to win. I was always honest with the results, but I would always root for DC Comics to win. I'm a huge DC Comics fan, but they've been destroying their legacy. They have just been destroying their legacy. And if you say that, well, this is the reason why it shouldn't be like this, you're called some sort of homophobe or racist or whatever you're talking about, when all you're really doing is saying give them their own identity. I've mentioned so many times that Sam Wilson taking Captain America's name is a step down, but people are treating it like it's a promotion. Okay, so Buckster saying, I wouldn't put it I just spit everywhere. I wouldn't put it past them. Comics are dead to me now after collecting for 30 years, sometimes spending 150 months on comics, Marvel and DC. I'm more independent comic books. If I'm going to buy Marvel or DC, I'm going to be buying back issues. I'm almost 100% on this. Independent comic books, I just picked this up from a convention. The Good, the Bad, the Prehistoric. So I'm going to check that out and give it a review. But I'm done. I'm all but done, I should say. I don't believe it. This seems like Ethan's saying things to make people get mad. John has been shown to like women, and this guy says so is Robin and Iceman. Yeah, Robin only has a history of dating women, and look what they did. Anyway, absolutely 100% believe it. Absolutely 100% believe it. I don't see this going well for Superman, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe they'll be smart. Maybe they will realize that when you do that kind of thing, normies could come out and say, you know what, we're done with it too, because that's what they are sacrificing the birds in the hand for the birds in the bush. Basically, they're trying to get an audience that doesn't exist yet. A couple of years back, when we were the OG CG were talking about comics, some of us did videos. I know Frugal did. I did, about the sales and about this audience. They said something like 57% of comic book readers are female, so they're going after that female audience. Well, if you actually delved into it, these female audience members, the people who were actually buying the comics, not the ones that they said they wanted to, were buying manga that avoided, for the most part, the identity politics. So they've always been chasing this phantom audience, and they're willing to burn the bridge that their old time collectors are standing on. And what's weird is comic collectors like myself, like Ethan Van Sciver, like Eric Breen, like we're willing to stick to it, or at least we were for a long time. If you liked, like say my jam was Legion of Superheroes and Teen Titans, and I would buy every freaking incarnation of the Teen Titans and the Legion of Superheroes. And I understood you have your bad runs, you have your good runs. So I would buy through those bad runs knowing I would get to a good run. And they've killed that. They've really killed that. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm spinning wheels now. What do you think? Do you think that this could actually happen? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell if you haven't done it already. And if you don't mind helping out the channel, there is a Ko-Fi link in the description that you could go on over to. Drop $1 in the tip jar there. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.